Hello guys, today I want to present a new project on our Laravel Daily Project Examples, which is Laravel Quizzes and Exams project with Livewire Starter Kit and Livewire and Alpine.js on top. And this is based on a real Upwork job. This one. I often browse Upwork for inspiration for typical projects and trends, so I tried to code something like this. So students take exams and quizzes, admins get the quizzes ready and upload the question with CSV. So this will be powered by Filament admin panel. And roughly this project was in the work during December and was waiting for Christmas break to be over to be actually released. So in this video, I will show you this project in action. So this is how Filament admin panel works, and I will show you how quizzes work, and then I'll dive into the code and show you the actual code. If you want the access to GitHub repository, this will be available for premium members of Laravel Daily, but as usual on YouTube, I will show you the main parts and the main logic of, in this case, Livewire and Alpine, and also Filament. Let's dive in. First, the demonstration of the project, and then we'll dive into the code. So first, the typical homepage of Laravel 12, but when you register, I will use Figfiller Chrome extension. I create an account and land on the dashboard, which looks like this. This is a Livewire starter kit, and all the quiz is powered by Livewire, but we'll get to the code later. For now, let's browse the quizzes, and in the seeds, I have 3 quizzes about Laravel, so you can even test your knowledge by cloning the project and taking the quizzes locally. And for example, let's start the quiz on Eloquent ORM. I will not even read the questions. You can pause this video and do that. And as you can see on the top right, I'll actually zoom that in. You can see the timer on the top right. I will just randomly click the questions and the answers, and as you can see, the number of the question below is increasing. This progress bar is increasing, and then when you answered all the questions, question number 10 is the final one, and then you get the result. So I blindly took 2 questions as correct, and 36 seconds is the total time. Failed because there's a minimum score to succeed at quiz, and then you can retake that quiz if it is available. For retake, I will show admin panel in a minute, then you go back to quizzes, or you can read the questions with answers and correct answers and with some explanations. These quizzes were generated by AI, so I didn't even double check. I kind of briefly looked at them and they seemed okay with fundamentally good questions about the syntax of Laravel. So yeah, this is the quiz from student perspective, and then on the dashboard you have this, like total attempts. For each attempt there's a history, and then view the answer, so you can get back to this page again, and then in the list of quizzes you can see retakes allowed. For some quizzes, the admin may set that it's not allowed. And yeah, this is kind of a simple question. Category performance, also by category, you may add more quizzes with categories, and then students may take more quizzes and see more results. Now, if I log out and I go to /admin and log in as admin.com, this is from the seeders. Look at that. So this is Filament admin panel. On the dashboard, some numbers by students, what was taken, question effectiveness, so what questions were answered correctly or incorrectly. You may, for example, sort by correct percentage and stuff like that. So this is the dashboard, and then you can manage users but not create users because they are registered from the outside. So user management, then category management. In this case, is just one Laravel category. Then questions. For each question is pretty complicated form actually. So this is kind of the main form for the question, and then you have options with repeater, with option text, and is it correct answer or not. You can drag and drop and change the values. So there's that, and then you manage quizzes as well. As you can see, for each quiz there are a few settings like shuffle questions, shuffle answers, and then allow retakes. So this is the form with those toggle buttons, and then you select the questions from question pool. I agree it's not the best way to choose questions if you have a lot of them, but you can start typing to search and then filter the questions like this. This is kind of the basic implementation. If you have any ideas to improve that, I can probably work on the better UX in the future. So yeah, this is the project. Now let's dive into the code. So this is the main routes web. As usual, I start every review of every Laravel project from routes. So these are the routes from the default starter kit of Laravel 12, and these routes are new for browsing the quizzes, taking the quizzes, and quiz result pages. So let's take a look at those. And those are on top as Livewire components. This is actually optional. I could do Laravel controllers. I just went through the same pattern. So if the project is Livewire starter kit, then I proceeded with Livewire. And of course, it makes sense to have Livewire or JavaScript for taking the quiz because it's a very dynamic page. But for quiz list, for example, this could be technically a Laravel controller. So we have mount method, which is kind of similar to constructor of Laravel controller. And this is interesting. If you want to have kind of constructor property promotion PHP 8 thing in Livewire component, apparently it doesn't work. And this was kind of the workaround. I'm not sure, maybe you have something better as a solution, but if you want some service to be initialized as a constructor, boot method was the one that I found. Then we get the quizzes from the database with also attempts by specific student, and then also separately have a variable of user attempts. The main method of Livewire component is render. Quiz list is the blade of Livewire, and then we have function to start the quiz, which checks if the quiz is even available and if we can attempt the quiz, which is where we use that quiz service from the top. So if the specific quiz allows multiple attempts, or if it is the first attempt by student, then we allow to go through. So then we redirect to quizzes take. And quizzes take is a much more complicated Livewire component. Take quiz. Again, we have quiz service with the same pattern in the boot. Then the mount method gets the data for the quiz and for the attempts and for the questions. Also, it detects if there is already existing attempt for that specific quiz, and we get the existing answers, so the student can come back to that quiz. And then where's the render? Render should be pretty simple actually. So this is the render, and then all the other methods are happening when something happens in the blade. So let me show you the blade file. So this is take quiz blade, and on top you see Alpine.js. This is powering the timer and the countdown on the top right that you saw. Also, I continue with the pattern of Livewire starter kit and use Flux components, free version of Flux. So Flux badge is one of the examples. Then we have progress bar with also Flux text here. And then we have the questions. Questions, by the way, can have images. And then on answers, this is where Livewire comes in. Wire key option for the label, and this is the thing, wire model live debounce 500 milliseconds. So basically, when someone clicks that radio button or the label of the question, then the array of answers is changed. And then in the Livewire component here, we have this function automatically called updated, and then answers is the property should be in the same component here. So this is the initial array of answers, empty, but then updated answers fires the quiz service save answer to the database, and then next question is in the same take quiz component. It increases the questions, then redirects to the next question or to the next unanswered question, because for example, someone could take the questions not in sequential order, and then if we don't have any unanswered questions, then we submit the quiz. And submit quiz is another database operation to save the data, dispatch the notification, and then redirect to results page. And then that results page, also it could be Laravel controller actually, because there's nothing really dynamic happening here, but I went through the pattern of Livewire everywhere basically to have consistency. So in the mount method we get the attempt, also check if that attempt by ID is from the same user. We get the questions with options, then we allow to retake the quiz, so whether to show those buttons or not. And then in the render, that quiz result is basically just static blade. This is what I meant, that there's nothing really to have wire something. So yeah, we do have wire click here, but technically it could be just a link to the route to Laravel controller. Now let's take a look at the code of that Filament admin panel site. So for example, for categories, there's a resource for categories. So this is pretty simple. Table of text columns, just questions count, for example. is more interesting because it's a relationship text column, but Filament handles that automatically. And then, for example, in the schemas of category form, we have the name and the slug, and slug is changing automatically on live and after state updated, and specifically for create operation. Then there are 3 other resources. Users are straightforward. Questions, this is more interesting. Questions, pages, schemas probably is the most interesting part. Question form. So here we have the main select text area and editor for the question. But then here, this is probably the most important and the most interesting part, repeater. Each question has option text and is correct, but then a lot of properties of how you can manipulate those question options. So minimum and maximum items, reorderable with column in the database, then also rules, custom rule for validation. So at least one answer should be marked as correct. So this is the repeater for questions. And then in the quiz form, it's also relatively simple on top. So quiz is text input and text area. And then at the bottom, we have checkbox list of questions. Again, with rules for validation, you must select at least this amount of questions for the quiz. And then also methods like searchable or bulk toggleable will help for better UX of choosing the questions. And then the final piece of code I wanted to show you is import. So we have question importer. So in questions, you can import the questions from CSV, and this is the code for that. Question importer, which looks like this. It extends importer, which is the default functionality of Filament. And then you have columns, and you define the columns for your CSV with mapping rules, validation rules, and stuff like that. So these are the rules for the column, and then how do you resolve each record for the question. So each question in the CSV may also have up to 5 options as columns, and then this is the logic of creating the question. So this is the eloquent operation for each row in the CSV, and then also notification for success. How many rows failed or were successfully imported. So yeah, this is the brief overview of the code. If you want the source on GitHub, this is available for premium members of Laravel Daily.com. So this is the menu item on top, project examples, and then this is the one, quizzes, exams with Livewire, with some installation instructions and explanation how it works, with some screenshots, and the link to GitHub if you want to check it out and play around with it and see more parts of the code, something that I haven't shown, or if you want to take those quizzes yourself. What do you think about this project? As usual, we can discuss in the comments what would you have done differently or what did I miss. I'm happy to learn from you guys as well. And if you have any more ideas what project examples could be added to this section of Laravel Daily and also on YouTube, let's discuss in the comments as well. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.